That's right.
That's right.
Hello.
My name is Richard Hopper, and I'm the president of Kennebec Valley Community College, and I am happy to welcome the 54th annual award ceremony for the McMahon Chamber of Commerce. This is not my event. This is being held here at the college, and we're very proud to host the Mid-Main Chamber. I am a director on the board of directors of the Mid-Main Chamber. I'm a very proud member, and I'm very happy to have all of you here tonight. I will now turn it over to your host, the President and CEO of the Mid-Main Chamber of Commerce, Kimberly Lindley.
Thank you, President Hopper, and good evening. As he said, I am Kim Limloff. I work for the Mid-Main Chamber, and I'm also the Executive Director of the Central Maine Growth Council, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here this evening. Before I begin, I want to say, we're going to move into our 8 award presentations. If you're in the back and you need to sit, like you have to sit, there are chairs outside of that door. So feel free to go grab one and plunk it down wherever you would like to sit. So again, it's my pleasure to welcome you here this evening. The 54th Annual Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce Awards are sponsored by Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Elanco, and Inland Hospital. Our reception sponsors this evening are Bruce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Valley Distributors, and Peachy Builders. Our video sponsor is First Light, and this evening's entertainment featured John Tersiak, who was sponsored by Maine General Health. Thank you all for your support. I would also like to acknowledge some distinguished members of our audience this evening. Greetings to State Representative Tom Longstaff and his wife Cindy. Representatives from Senator Collins' office, Michelle Mishu. We also have Tim Gallant from Congressman Poliquin's office and Ben Tucker from Senator Angus King's office. Thank you for being here. So although not elected officials, we get the pleasure of working with so many of you every single day, and I love welcoming my colleagues who we partner with every day, members of the board of the Central Maine Growth Council. Tammy and Sarah are here from the Waterville Public Library's Business and Career Center. Our partners from Colby, Thomas, and KPCC are here. Notice I said those in alphabetical order, you guys. Actually, I didn't, did I? I put KPCC at the end. We also have our partners from Waterville Creates here, representation from the Bill and Joan Alphon Foundation. Lisa's here, thank you. Unity Foundation is here. And all of you who work in our region, our financial institutions, and our small businesses, our hospitals, we love working with you, and we're so glad to be a part of everything that you do. Thank you. Restaurants and caterers from our region which you've been sampling this evening. They include Amici's Cucina, Silver Street Tavern, the Heritage House, and the Parsonage House. Let's give our hand to our caterers. As Rick mentioned, this is the second year of our new format here at KPCC. Doesn't this place look great? What do you think? We want to thank Are You Ready to Party for the wonderful decorations. I also want to thank Valley Distributors for your help this evening and your contribution to our bars. I want to thank our awards committee. Darlene Ratty is the chair of our awards, and Brandy Meisner spent most of the good part of today helping set this up. Allison Payne, I also want to thank Lynn, who was helping at the door. Brittany, Patricia, Christian, everybody who made this night possible. Thank you. And again, I want to thank President Hopper and KBCC for donation of this facility this evening. Tonight, as we prepare to celebrate 8 outstanding individuals and businesses in our region, I'm reminded of the commonality among these individuals that distinguishes them, their devotion to our region and support of each other. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Everyone can be great because everyone can serve." And we have a great list of award winners to honor this evening. Since this ceremony serves as our annual membership meeting, I would like to introduce our board chair, Bruce Harrington. Bruce is the Assistant Vice President of Commercial Lending at Maine State Credit Union. Bruce is going to briefly update you on the state of your chamber. Bruce?
Thank you, Kim. Good evening. On behalf of the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome you all here tonight to join us in celebrating some of our great area businesses, some of our business leaders, and some of our community leaders. Tonight's award recipients are representative of the great things that are happening in our region. Mid-Maine is a great place to live, work, and play, and has become even greater every day. Because of the hard work and dedication of the people who are here. There's a renewed spirit of prosperity in our region and a renewed sense of enthusiasm for things that are happening. Our educational institutions are growing to support the future of our region with new initiatives aimed at economic and business development, as well as expanded workforce training. Colby and others are making significant investments in downtown Waterville and other areas around, which will have a positive ripple effect throughout our region. Businesses are expanding and new businesses are opening. There hasn't been a month that's gone by where we haven't had at least 2 ribbon cuttings, and that's a true testament to the strengthening economy in this area. The Mid-Maine Chamber is stronger now than it ever has been, and is involved in many collaborative efforts to further improve Mid-Maine. Our relationship with the Central Maine Council has enabled us to successfully work hand in hand to attract and support businesses in this region. In addition, the Chamber has recently taken the oversight role for KB Connect, which is the area young professionals group, and we've helped them launch Waterville Green Drinks, which is a monthly after-hours event that's held at various area locations and designed to help provide a fun evening networking event for the millennial workforce that's so important to our future, and with a philanthropic component to it. If you haven't been, I encourage you to check out the next Green Drinks event, that mainly on April 11th from 5 to 7. Sorry, animations. That's changed. The Mid-Maine Chamber is fiscally strong, which has enabled us to expand the great staff to include a full-time marketing person to focus on marketing efforts, including our website and social media presence. The upgraded app was launched in March and is very user-friendly. It will give you all the information you need about area businesses. It will also give you things about hot deals, Chamber Advantage Fund, and a dynamic calendar of events. If you haven't downloaded the app, I encourage you to check out your app store and download it tonight. And we're beginning the process of a web redesign in our CRM implementation to make sure the Chamber resources are going to be provided to you with a fresh look and feel, and so that our back office is going to be much more efficient and can do more for you. Today, the Chamber stands strong and ready to support our 700 members as we work together to make Mid-Maine a great place to live, work, and play. With our exceptional staff and our economic development partners, we will continue working hard to make this the best region in the state. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Kim Linloff back to the stage to kick off tonight's award celebration. So please join me in offering a warm congratulations to all of our awards recipients tonight.
Thank you, Bruce. 6 years ago, I had the privilege to see Maya Angelou at the Augusta Civic Center. She had said, "I have found that among its other benefits, giving liberates the soul of the giver." Tonight, I'm delighted that you're here to join me in celebrating people and businesses, our neighbors, our friends, and our colleagues who give so much to our region. Taking time to revel in the good things that we enjoy in the Mid-Maine region is so important, and it gives me great pleasure to bring you this slate of award winners. It is because of your nominations that we present these winners. Thank you to those who took the time to send us an email and let our committee deliberate on all the great things that our businesses and associates are doing. Inspired by Waterville's branding initiative and the movement to designate Waterville as an artistic destination spearheaded by Waterville Creates, the annual award celebration committee hired a local artist, Rama Crystal Brown, from Skowhegan to do our awards this evening. They're all displayed over here. Our intention is to change the design of this award each year. As you may recall from last year, we had glass-blown sculptures by Father Jimmy, and the year prior, mosaic glass pieces by Brenda Jolin of Winslow. In the future, perhaps we'll feature a sculptor or a watercolorist. We welcome your suggestions. So, let's get it going. I'd like to welcome Roger Gagne from WABI TV Channel 5 and the CW, and our own Tony Rizzoni, who will alternate reading biographies of the award winners. We will then have the recipient come up, receive the award, and take a photo. Before we do, let me take a moment to review what each award recipient will be presented with this evening. Each will receive the customized award, a framed copy of the Morning Sentinel's article, which is a gift donated by the Morning Sentinel, a legislative sentiment sponsored by Representative Tom Longstaff. Additionally, they'll each get a letter from Congressman Bruce Poliquin, Senator Susan Collins, Senator Angus King, and Governor Paula Page. Thank you all for your contributions. Before we present each award, I'm going to read the criteria for the award. With the exception of distinguished community service, all award winners must be Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce members in good standing, so I'm not going to read that every single time. I'm going to respectfully ask that you as audience members please be courteous and try to keep your side conversations to a minimum, particularly when the award winners are speaking. And if you don't, Gary Poulin, who's running that bright spotlight, is going to shine it on you. So let us begin. Our Customer Service Stardom Award is sponsored by Choice Investments. The criteria for this award are they must illustrate pride in their job and demonstrate exceptional customer service. The nominations can be from someone within your own business, or a business that you frequent. The person must live or work within the Chamber's geographic region, the 18 communities that we serve, and this award cannot be for a business owner.
Good evening. Peg Campbell has been the administrative assistant at PFBF CPAs in Oakland for over 10 years. Working at one of the busiest accounting firms in the state could be a daunting task for some, but Peg seems to do it with ease. As the front office manager, Peg does it all, from greeting clients to making sure nothing slips through the cracks. Peg's professionalism and hospitality is invaluable to PFBF. Leading by example comes naturally to Peg, as she expects the same from her colleagues. Owner of Fortin's Home Furnishings, Mike Fortin, is one of her biggest fans. Peg's professionalism and outstanding customer service have always been top-notch. Whenever I call there, she is more than pleasant on the phone and is eager to help with whatever it is that I need at the time. Whenever I stop in for an appointment, she always greets me with enthusiasm and makes sure my visit is pleasant and comfortable. Her demeanor and attention make me feel that I am an important client and she truly cares about Ms. Fortin. Peg delivers exceptional customer service both internally and externally. Some of her outstanding qualities are compassion, a warm and friendly demeanor, and her memory is extraordinary. She remembers the little details about her clients from year to year, recognizing them before they even announce who they are. Internally, she is always thinking of others and making sure that the staff is well taken care of. PFBF partner Rich Perry says, I have witnessed personally Peg's exceptional people-to-people skills. She exudes caring and compassion with everyone that she communicates with. Our office is extremely active, especially during our tax season, and Peg is a pro at multitasking. She is unflappable. I have received countless comments from clients expressing their appreciation for her. Peg is truly extraordinary and most deserving of this award. The Chamber received an incredible amount of nominations for Peg. After speaking with her, her colleagues, and clients, it is obvious to see why she is so deserving of this award. Please join us in recognizing the 2016 Customer Service Stardom Award recipient, Peg Campbell.
I am so honored to be nominated by my co-workers at PFBF and to be selected by the Maine Chamber to receive this Customer Service Stardom Award. To me, customer service is more than a department. It's an overall mindset. It's vital to remember that kindness matters. Associated with outstanding team professionals at PFBF CPAs, and I'm especially honored to be a recipient among this year's distinguished group of exceptional individuals. Thank you very much.
Our Rising Star Award this evening is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Ford Real Estate. The criteria for this award is that the person must be under 40 years of age and illustrate a combination of business success and community involvement. He or she must be in management or other leadership capacity within the business or organization and must live or work within the Chamber's geographic region.
Garvin Donegan is the Senior Economic Development Specialist at Central Maine Growth Council, a position he has held since June 2015. In this role with the Growth Council, Garvin is best described as a civic leader, institution builder, social entrepreneur, and outspoken advocate for regionalism. Since joining Central Maine Growth Council, Garvin and the team have increased the investorship to the highest level in history, assembled a potent board filled with business leaders, CEOs, and college leaders, built strategic partnerships, worked to recruit high-level companies, and launched initiatives that are delivering measurable results to the region. Garvin currently sits and staffs over 20 committees in the Greater Waterville region, including the Town of Fairfield's Economic and Community Development Advisory Committee, the Town of Winslow's Tax Increment Finance Committee, and the City of Waterville's Riverwalk Advisory Committee. Garvin has contributed to major recent economic planning initiatives, ranging from Waterville's downtown revitalization, developing local energy projects, securing U.S. Foreign Trade Zone 186 first participant, being a member of the Collaborative Consulting, now CGI Inc.'s recruiting team, and in the course of the last year, he's awarded competitive local and federal grants. With a technical background in city planning, economics, and policy analysis, Garvin has taken an analytical approach to crafting and updating regional economic development plans. Garvin and the Growth Council team have developed an ambitious but focused economic development strategy that's based on building on our education and technology assets and leveraging our quality of life to grow our economy. He also was instrumental in the development of Waterville Green Drinks, a platform for young professionals from all over the state to network and feed off each other's experience and energy. Garvin has also been vital to Central Maine Tech Night and CMGC's upcoming entrepreneurship lecture series in partnership with Thomas College. According to Waterville Mayor Nick Isbro, when looking at economic development in the greater Waterville area over the past several years, we can point to the arrival of Garvin Donegan as one of the great turning points. With Garvin's determination and dedication, the Growth Council has notched one success after another. We are lucky to have Garvin as part of our regional team, and we're looking forward to his continued success and leadership. Please join us in recognizing the 2016 Rising Star recipient, Garvin Donegan.
Thank you so much, Tanya. That was wonderful. What a beautiful slide deck as well. You see my labor economic slides, so we'll get in there. Thanks a lot, Christian. Again, thank you so much. It's wonderful to see everyone this evening. Had the opportunity to work with a number of you, and I really look forward to working with a number of the rest of you in the future. I'm going to keep my remarks extremely short this evening, but just want to say and give a very firm head that I accept this award on behalf of the Growth Council team, as well as accepting it as a reflection of the impact that the Growth Council is having on the community. The Growth Council team is a group of extremely dedicated, hardworking individuals that care deeply about their community and the growth of the regional and state economy. And for that, I say, thank you, and you are the best. Over the course of just the past 12 months, we've seen the emergence of new companies, the expansion of businesses, and the development of projects getting underway as we speak. The Council has put an ambitious and strategic plan in place. That plan is very much predicated on one thing: people, human capital, our workforce. It is people in the workforce that we must continue to boost up, train, retool, and attract as to develop the deep learning skills that we're going to need for the jobs that we first economy. This, my friends, will be our greatest challenge. This will be the greatest challenge for the state of Maine, and if we can show leadership in this, we will have a very competitive advantage for our economy and for the entire state of Maine. So with that, I would like to again say thank you again to my incredible team, for which I would not be up here. And likewise to our amazing group of board of directors. I'd also like to thank the town and city councilors of Fairfield, Winslow, and Waterville, and their respective municipal managers. I'd like to send thanks to our CMGC investors, which many of you are here this evening. I'd like to thank Mayor Nick Isbro for sharing our vision in regional economic development. And of course, I'd like to send a special thanks to our academic partners in Colby College, KVCC, and Thomas College, who have really proven to be not just leaders in academia, but leaders in regional economic development, community development, and economic planning. And then lastly, of course, I'd like to thank my parents for being here this evening, my sister, and my girlfriend, and if my brother and my other sister are watching, hello to you, and thanks for seeing me. Cheers.
by Colby College. This sponsorship includes a generous contribution to the Joseph B. Isaiah Scholarship Fund, and the check can be seen over to your left. The criteria for this award that it must enhance community and be good for the economic well-being of the area. It must encourage further development in the region and can only be given to a non or not-for-profit 501c3 or C6.
The Sukeforth family are no strangers to doing great work for their community. In fact, it's part of who they are. Multiple generations now have played crucial roles in large and very impactful community projects and fundraisers like Suki Arena and the Bing Soul Pig Roast and Auction. Suki Arena was run for over 30 years, and the Bing Soul Pig Roast started as a family fundraiser, then progressed into a large community event raising tens of dollars for Meals on Wheels and hospice. In 2015, the family switched gears and did a pig roast with something new, something that would attract a larger audience and fully capture the spirit of giving during the holiday season. The first annual Sukeforth Family Festival of Trees. Located at the Hathaway Creative Center in Waterville, the festival will consist of dozens of Christmas trees, sponsored and decorated by businesses, organizations, and individuals alike. Some of the planning committee members feared not being able to fill the enormous venue. That ended up being the least of their concerns. 59 trees filled the room, all decorated with individual style, but they all had one thing in common. People wanted to see them. In fact, over 10,000 people visited in the inaugural year. The room was full of trees, smiling children, and seniors simply in awe with holiday music filling the background. The Sukeforths couldn't believe the turnout. In just 2 weeks, this brand new event raised over $125,000 for local charities. It was quite clear the community enjoyed this type of event, and the impressive donation totals to hospice, Meals on Wheels, and House in the Woods were critical to each cause. So it was quickly decided to continue the Festival of Trees. The second annual, this past fall, was even more impressive. I've never seen anything like it, says volunteer Gary Poulin. I've been a part of a lot of community events, and the Sukeforths know what they're doing, but I think even they have been pleasantly surprised at the success. Successful may be an understatement, with over 70 trees displayed to over 15,000 attendees this year. Minimal door fee and very tempting raffle tickets helped to the total donation amount of over $200,000. The Sukeforth family continues to impress us all, and their consistent support for our communities and those in need is truly inspirational. Please join us in celebrating the 2016 Community Service Project of the Year, the Sukeforth Family Festival of Trees.
Entire family of this is truly his family event.
organizations and individuals who helped us make this event so successful. And most of all, to the people of the community for the great support. We look forward to another great year. Thank you very much.
Outstanding Professional Award is brought to you by New Dimensions Federal Credit Union. The criteria for this award are that the award winner must hold a certification within his or her profession, such as a doctor, lawyer, educator, CPA, and this person must give back to the community.
Tina grew up in Augusta, graduated from Coney High School, and attended University of Maine at Farmington, where she earned a degree in psychology. She began her nonprofit career working for KV-CAP Family Planning, where her love for Greater Waterville and nonprofit work began. In 2002, she was hired by United Way as Program Director for Healthy Maine Partnership of Greater Waterville, working on health promotion related to tobacco, physical activity, and nutrition. Among her favorite projects was the Youth Advocacy Program, on which she presented at the National American Public Health Association Conference. In 2007, Tina became President and CEO of United Way of Mid-Maine. Among many projects, those most special to her were the Waterville Area Warming Center and the Pantry Project. She also achieved her MBA at Thomas College during this time. Tina is now proudly the Development and Communications Director for Kennebec Behavioral Health. She is especially appreciative of her KBH family, as they have afforded her the opportunity to continue to serve the community. Tina is the current president for the Rotary Club of Waterville. Their projects have included establishing the Rotary's Early Literacy Program and installing Little Free Libraries. According to Kim Linloff, Chamber President and CEO, Tina is what you want in your community, a dedicated professional, passionate volunteer. Her continuous efforts in improving childhood literacy in our communities is quite remarkable. With Tina's leadership, Waterville Rotary Club was awarded a global grant from Rotary International to do a water and sanitation project in Guatemala. She and several other Rotarians visited Guatemala in January. Tina also serves on the Board of Directors for Maine Association of Nonprofits, is a member of the Maine State Literacy Council, the Board President for REM, past President of Healthy Northern Kennebec, and a volunteer for Sexual Assault Crisis and Support Center. For fun, she tap dances at Stage President Winslow. Tina is most appreciative of the support of her friends and family, her son Connor, daughter Mel, parents Jim and Alma Lee, and her partner Lisa. Tina's long-term professionalism and leadership skills, combined with her continued community support, makes her a worthy recipient of this award. Please join us in recognizing the 2016 Outstanding Professional, Tina Chapman.
To say that, was that Darlene? To say that I'm humbled and honored is an understatement. There's so many people that have touched my heart over the years. First and foremost are the people with whom I've had the pleasure of working during my time at United Way. It solidified my love for serving the community. Also, the amazing people at Brown Sexual Assault Crisis Center and Helping Northern Kennebec, who allow me to continue to make an impact in the community through their wonderful organizations. They never seem to mind if I have to miss a board meeting because I'm building a latrine in Guatemala or something like that. For those of you who know me well, you know how much I love Rotary. To my fellow Rotarians, so many of you who are here tonight, this has been an outstanding year. It has everything to do with every single one of you. It's been an honor to serve as your president this year. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the incredible support of Kennebec Behavioral Health. My KBH family has been so supportive of me from day one, and I couldn't be more proud to represent such a stellar organization. Yeah. Finally, my family and friends, pretty much all of whom are here tonight. My parents just came here from South Carolina just yesterday, and my brother is here on a quick trip from Lake Placid, which he's going back home tonight. Can't believe it, Jim. My kids, Connor and Mel, well, I can't really call them kids anymore because they're both legitimately adults, but whenever I would come home and I'd say, hey guys, you know, I got an event tonight, so do you mind ordering pizza? They never seem to mind, which makes me wonder if that's a comment on my cooking skills, I'm not sure, but finally, the one person who has my heart is my sweetie pie, Lisa. She supports me unconditionally, she keeps me grounded and gives me wings. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This means so much to me, and I love you all, and I love this community, and thank you so much.
You may have seen a theme begin here. 4 of our recipients this evening are Rotarians.
She's awesome.
So we're at the halfway mark. Leslie, do you need a chair? How's your paw doing? You okay? Great. Our Business of the Year is brought to you by Kennebec Savings Bank. Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award is given to an area business that exemplifies commitment and growth within the community through an expansion of workforce, major renovations, and foresight. The criteria include that it must be located within the Chamber's geographic region, which are the 18 communities that we serve, and must have contributed to the overall well-being of the community.
Eye Care of Maine, also known as ECOM, is a multi-specialty eye care practice located at 325A Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville. ECOM traces its origin to Dr. Howard Hill's Waterville ophthalmology practice, founded in 1922, and consists of both a clinic and an ambulatory surgery center. It is staffed by a team of 8 multi-specialty eye care providers, 4 ophthalmologists, Drs. Peter Core, Steve Whitkins, Putnam, and Mark Daniels, and 4 optometrists, Drs. Helen Bell Nashevsky, Lori Parks, Michael Parks, and Ian Jones, with offices in Waterville, Pittsfield, and Greenville. ECOM offers consultations, complete diagnostic testing, advanced laser treatment, and outpatient surgery for a wide range of eye problems, including cataract surgery, utilizing both laser-assisted and conventional surgical techniques, refractive surgery, retinal diseases, glaucoma, oculoplasty, low vision, contact lenses, eyewear center, and comprehensive exams. ECOM provides the most current and comprehensive services in ophthalmic care and welcomes new patients and walk-ins. It provides 24-hour emergency care 365 days a year. The Eye Care of Maine staff is an outstanding multidisciplinary team of professional, technically proficient, and courteous individuals who pride themselves on providing full perioperative services at a freestanding location. Its vast array of services and elite providers has made ECOM one of the most attractive practices in Maine. Chamber staff here can attest to this, as it has seen an overwhelming increase in information requests from patients all across the state. The growth of ECOM's client base is truly remarkable. To properly service this increase in patients, ECOM has expanded from less than 40 to over 100 individuals on staff in the past decade. In addition to physicians, ECOM includes certified ophthalmic assistants and technicians, opticians, nursing personnel, drug technicians, billing and medical records experts, and many others. The practice is expanding once again and recently building next door to their current location. This facility, their telephone call center, building office, medical records, and administration. Current building is scheduled for renovation, including 2 new practice areas and handicapped accessibility. Future plans include the addition of new specialties and much-needed additional providers. In 2015, Eye Care of Maine performed over 2,400 cataract surgeries, including 116 refractive laser-assisted cataract surgeries, over 130 oculoplastic procedures, 183 refractive surgeries, and 593 other laser surgical procedures, and too many eye exams to count. Eye Care of Maine truly embodies their motto, "Your sight is our vision." Its growth also symbolizes the exciting development and expansion happening in our region, making it a deserving recipient of this award. Please join us in recognizing the Mid-Maine Chamber's 2016 Business of the Year, Eye Care of Maine.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Putnam, and I've been honored to be in this community since 1984. Although I grew up here years ago, it has been in existence since 1992. Its current name is actually just several years, so I wanted to pick a name, Maine, a higher name. But we are very honored to serve the community. We're very honored by this award. Without our employees, our big staff, which with our technicians and ancillary, we have over 100 employees, and very honored by this award.
I've lived this area for almost 30 years, and I couldn't think of a better place to live. I love Central Maine. I want to thank our partners, Dr. Daniels, Dr. Fuller, who are not here with us, our fellow providers, Dr. Helen Dolmachevsky, and Lord Mike Parks, and Ian Jones. And we truly are blessed with an all-star administrative staff. Would you guys please stand up for Ron Purnell, Steve Gill,
Our Business Person of the Year is brought to you by Peter A. Drapo Trucking. Because he said, I really like that kid. Commerce Business Person of the Year Award is given to an area business principal or officer who has displayed solid leadership in setting the positive direction of his or her company and has maintained integrity, professionalism, and vision within the free enterprise system of our region. Additional criteria include that must be located within the Chamber's geographic service area and must endorse the free enterprise system and be an owner or CEO.
For 3 generations, Central Maine Motors has been a staple in our community. Each generation of the Gons family has played a role in community involvement and development, and Chris is no exception. He attended Northwood University and earned an associate's degree in automotive marketing and a bachelor's in business administration and management. Chris admits he didn't always plan on working for the family business. He began his career with General Motors and served as district manager in both Minneapolis and Oregon. Deciding retail was his desired career path, he joined the Hendrick Automotive Group in Merriam, Kansas. His longtime sweetheart, Lillian, joined Chris during this time. They enjoyed seeing the country, but wanted to be closer to family and raise one of their own. They wed in 1995 and have 2 sons, CJ and Dane. Upon moving back, Chris became general manager at Central Maine Chrysler Plymouth Dodge on College Ave in Waterville. The growth of the dealership excited Chris, and his experience, leadership, and vision resulted in impressive expansion. In 1999, Central Maine Chrysler moved to its current location on Kennedy Memorial Drive and has enjoyed continued success and record sales year after year. The early 2000s brought both Central Maine Motors and Central Maine Chrysler significant sales and enviable success. Central Maine Motors opened its Toyota dealership in 2001, which allowed them to offer one of the most extensive selections of new and used vehicles in the state. Chris took over management of service, body shop, and parts during this time, and he credits his father, Charlie, and Lexi LeClaire for endless support, guidance, and knowledge in the success of Central Maine Motors Auto Group. In 2011, Chris helped refocus the company's efforts on its advantageous location. We're close to all of Maine's treasures, the 3 biggest metropolitan areas, the mountains, and a one-of-a-kind coastline, says Chris. This positioned us well in terms of attracting customers from all over the state, he adds. Central Maine Motors made it a priority to make the Waterville area a shopping destination for cars and trucks. 2011 was a big year. Lexi began taking some time off, and Chris took over the reins. The company implemented its No Dock Fees initiative, saving customers significant money in a purchase, and also resulted in unprecedented sales. This helped support the growth of the company's employees, now totaling over 180 full-time and 20 part-time, running the 5 buildings. Though this success is admirable, Chris mentions the importance of tradition. We have to be cognizant of how we got here, who we are, and what we are to our customers, community, and employees, claims Chris. The entire Gons family remains humble and appreciative of those who help them succeed. The community has given Chris and his family so much. It has been their pleasure in returning the favor. Central Maine Motors has supported nearly every local organization, both in donations and volunteerism, and Chris has taken this to a whole new level. He has served on boards for Mid-Maine Chamber, Lakewood Continuing Care, Inland Hospital, Waterville Area Boys and Girls Club, YMCA, Hospice Volunteers of Waterville, and Waterville Rotary, just to name a few. He is currently the board chair for Central Maine Growth Council and has impressed everyone in the organization with his dedication. Chris's decision to allocate so much of his time to the Growth Council stems from his confidence in what this area is and what it has to offer. He asserts, "You can make it here if you are willing to make it happen. The time is now. As community champions, we must be ambassadors of our area and all of the great things happening here. The region's recent resurgence and growth could not be taking place without business leaders and community advocates like tonight's award recipient." Please join us in celebrating one of the community's finest, the 2016 Business Person of the Year, Chris Gons.
Yeah, that's happened a few times. Kim talked about professionalism, and you saw those pictures. I think we've kind of stretched the comfort zone on professionalism. It's my pleasure to be up here tonight to thank you, and thank you for wearing the glitter bags. Once again, that professionalism rising to the top. So, you know, it's truly humbling to receive this recognition tonight. You never really know just what it means until you start to receive some of the acknowledgments. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming tonight, because it really, truly is a very humbling experience, and one that you'll remember for a lifetime. But it's something that I have to share with the folks at the dealership, at the auto group. You know, they make it possible. I think they do such a good job so that I stay away. But they do an outstanding job at the stores and make it possible for me to spend the time out into the community doing the great things that we do. I also want to say thanks to my folks, Charlie and Nancy, great mentors that helped me out an awful lot throughout the years. Although they can attest to some of that unprofessionalism too. And of course my sisters, Jean and Kathy, who are here with us tonight. Kathy from Pennsylvania made the quick trip, and Jean with her husband Tom came down from Bar Harbor. And I want to thank Kim and Garvin and Tanya, Bruce, Brittany, Patricia at the Chamber and the Growth Council for all the great things that you bring to the community. And most importantly, I want to thank the love of my life, Lenan. She traveled across the country with me. I dragged her from this side of the country to the other side of the country with a stop in between, and came back 20 years ago, and it's the best thing we've ever done. Raising our kids, CJ and Dan here, has been outstanding. And I'm just awestruck by really what this place has to offer. What you guys do every day to make this community great is simply amazing and outstanding. And quite frankly, with what we have on the horizon, with the investments not only from Colby, but also private investments from other industries, is absolutely outstanding. The educational assets that we have with KVCC, Thomas, Colby, Unity, Mid-Maine Technical Center is second to none. And businesses and industry are finding that out, and they're starting to ping our location, what we have to offer, more frequently now than ever before. And we have the right man at the helm with Garvin following up that stuff, and the right leadership. Lastly, what we need, and you heard it a little bit more earlier tonight, is we need everybody in the room here to be the ambassadors of what makes this place so great. This place has a long storied history and tradition of industry, and you guys can build it. You guys can make it happen. We're equal, you know, we can get to Portland, we can get to Bangor, Lewiston, Augusta, the coast, the mountains, and we have great lakes. This is a great place to be, and I hope you all share that enthusiasm when you're speaking to folks who have the ability to come here. You never know where a relationship's going to take you. So please, make the best of that opportunity when it comes, and invite someone to join us here in Central Maine to make this the place we want it to be for our kids and for our futures.
Effectively developing, coordinating, and supervising programs and projects that greatly enhanced all of the people of Mid-Maine for over a quarter of a century, and acknowledging his exceptional initiative that includes over 10,000 hours of volunteer service to the Chamber of Commerce, we of the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors hereby proclaim and declare that henceforth the Elias A. Joseph Award shall be awarded to those most worthy to bear the name and having displayed similar service to the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce.
Winston Churchill once said, "You make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give." Tonight's Elias A. Joseph Award recipient has given more than his fair share of time and commitment to the Mid-Maine Chamber. Brad Fisher has given over 10 years of dedicated service to the Chamber, all while running several entrepreneurial ventures, developing a noteworthy career in finance and real estate, and raising a family in the community we all call home. He first became involved with the Chamber in 2007 while at Merrill Bank, working as a mortgage officer. Brad joined the Chamber's Public Policy Committee as it was a terrific way to keep up to date on legislation affecting not just his professional career, but also his personal interests. He eventually became chairman of the committee for several years and still continues to serve today. With Brad's leadership and vision, the Chamber experienced a dramatic increase in advocacy in pro-business legislation and regulation, and has become one of the leading chambers in the state in terms of leadership on policy issues. At that same time, Brad joined the Chamber's Membership Committee, which serves as a critical asset in member attraction, retention, and programming. The committee coordinates the Business After Hours, Advantage Discount Card Program, and the Chamber Gift Certificate Program, which is nearing $1 million in sales, keeping all of this money within the local Chamber membership. Brad chaired this committee in 2015 and modeled the infamous one-size-doesn't-fit-all holiday advertising campaign with longtime friend Karen Warren. Brad joined the Chamber's Board of Directors in 2008 and chaired the board for consecutive years in 2013 and unexpectedly in 2014. The demands on a Chamber board chair are sizable. Brad was part of nearly all 100-plus meetings and over 30 events held by the Chamber for 2 years. Brad credits his then-boss, Ryan Poulin, and everyone at New Dimensions Federal Credit Union for allowing him the time to take on such a daunting schedule. Ryan is a true friend and was wonderful to work for. Credit Union recognized how important the Chamber is in our communities and let me help lead the organization for an extended period, claims Brad. Brad's community involvement has also included serving on the Waterville Airport Committee, United Way of Mid-Maine Board, Central Maine Youth Hockey Association, Sunrise Rotary of Waterville, and a little high school hockey officiating when he can. As if his Chamber commitment wasn't enough, in 2011, Brad founded a private property investment company, and the following year started Vacation Land Skydiving Company. Yes, this avid pilot enjoys throwing people out of airplanes and charging them to do so. Brad dedicated his schedule full-time to Vacation Land Skydiving in 2016 as he wanted to make the most out of the 3 weeks we all call summer. This paid off as Vacation Land recorded its best year to date and plans for future expansion of planes, locations, and instructors. He also recently renewed his realtor license and joined Fortin and McDonald Real Estate in Hollowell. I'm drawn to volunteerism, he says. You have to create your own environment, success, and network. I was drawn to the Chamber because of this philosophy and was taken aback by all the great things it does for the community and its businesses. It's safe to say we're all taken aback by your commitment to not only the Chamber, but the lucky organizations you are a part of, Brad. Let's all join in celebrating Brad Fisher, the 2016 Elias A. Joseph Award recipient.
I was going to put together a speech for this evening, nice presentation, and then I remembered I was public speaking, so this is just going to be short, sweet, quick. But first and foremost, congratulations to all the other award winners. They're just so deserving, all of them. It's incredible. And really, this is truly an honor. I was completely floored when Kimberly called me and said I'd been selected for this award. It's been used to honor so many genuine and great and deserving individuals. And before me, and it's incredibly humbling to be here receiving this award tonight. But this award, like all my successes, not earned alone by any means. It's only because of high quality people around me, supporting me, encouraging me, and helping me all the way along. I had employers that understood that if we collectively are all doing our part, our communities and our businesses will all grow and thrive together. And of course, it's also nice to be a part of something as special as this chamber is. All of its members, all of you, staff, and especially Kimberly. However, and most importantly, it's my wife, Bridget. That's really helped and allowed me to take on so many projects and to cover all my absences and run the kids around. And one of which is here, Brianna. Thank you for coming. It really means a lot. So this award really belongs to so many more people. And but again, very very humbled to be here tonight. This is wonderful. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
At another event when he was chair and had to, actually it was this event, he had to speak, his son Jake came, and before he got up, he said, Jake, no more desserts, and the minute he got up here, he said, Jake, eat all the desserts you want. He said, thank goodness you said that, because I was going to run away. Before we present our final award of the evening, I want to thank the following businesses again that made our night possible. Our major sponsors, Inland Hospital, Elanco, and Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Our reception sponsors, Peachy Builders, Valley Distributors, and Pools Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Our video sponsor, First Light, Maine General Health. Our entertainment sponsor, Patricia Mishu, our photographer. Christian Savage and Brittany DeRoche for their work writing the bios and creating the video presentation. I want to thank the Morning Sentinel for the articles that they donated and wrote in the paper. I want to thank Roger and of WAVI TV Channel 5 and the CW and our own Tanya Rizzoni for doing the audio this evening. Darlene Ratty of the Best Western Plus for chairing tonight's event. I also want to thank CATV Channel 7 and 11 for taping and rebroadcasting tonight's festivities. Thank you to Kennebec Valley Community College, Valley Distributors in our area restaurants, Amici's Cucina, Silver Street Tavern, the Parsonage House, and the Heritage House. Also, thank you to Gary Coolin of Mix 107.9 and Community Productions for operating our spotlight tonight. That thread I made earlier was really effective. And of course, they're all the behind-the-scenes coordination of putting this together, and for that I give a big, huge thanks to all of my colleagues in the office, Patricia, Christian, Brittany, and Tanya, for their orchestration and facilitation of this fabulous award ceremonies. And on that note, on behalf of the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce staff and Board of Directors, I would like to wish a heartfelt, fond farewell to our colleague, Christian Savage. Christian has accepted a position as a Resource Development Director with the United Way of Mid-Maine. So the good news is we'll still get to see him around. Christian, thank you for nearly 6 years of service to the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce members, and best of luck with your new endeavor. Here's our final presentation. Our Distinguished Community Service Award is brought to you by Days Jewelers. The criteria for this award are that you must be a U.S. citizen, over the age of 25, and a resident or business owner in one of the communities that we serve. You must have been involved with the betterment of the community for at least 10 years, must have demonstrated community leadership and be credited with no fewer than 3 areas of community service, must have initiated creativity and demonstrated resourcefulness, and must have demonstrated unselfishness towards the economic betterment of the Mid-Maine area.
Brett Berger and Michael Roy own and operate Campbell's Agway True Value, a 5-store chain of lumber, hardware, pet, and lawn and garden stores here in central Maine. Like many who give back to the communities that support them, Brent and Michael are reluctant to take credit for their giving. They firmly believe in the timeless quote that, "To those who are given much, much is expected." A great example of this is their commitment to the Alphon Youth Center in Waterville. As their sons began participating in various programs at the center, they became interested in how they could help the organization. During a tour of the facility, they overheard a young girl voice her appreciation and need for a warm meal, citing it would be her last of the day. Immediately, the two made a significant financial contribution to that specific program. Their commitment did not stop there. In fact, it had just begun. Brent quickly brought his experience in volunteerism and vast knowledge of organizational planning success from the National True Value Board of Directors into play. He joined the Alphon Center's Board of Directors and helped in addressing capital improvements, fundraiser success, endowment growth, and the capacity in which the Alphon Youth Center could help our community's youngest and most needy. Brent helped craft the center's first strategic plan and helped carry out its objectives, citing, "We can only fulfill our mission if we can keep the doors open and programs running to serve our community." And Brent and Michael did just that. They helped secure a $6 million capital improvement grant, secure financial stability to enable proper staffing, and mastermind the creation of raised bed gardens in which they donated all the materials to construct and operate. The two had the vision that it wasn't enough to feed children in need, but teach them to feed themselves. The 15 raised beds now supply almost 100% of the produce used in the kids' kitchen. The tremendous success of the program has given birth to the Weekend Backpack Program, which sends home a backpack full of healthy food to provide family meals for the entire weekend. The AYC presently serves over 70 families. Brent and Michael's generosity extends much further than the perimeters of the AYC. They have given to many causes, including the Mid-Maine Homeless Shelter in Waterville. Their $50,000 contribution helped to build a new 40-bed shelter on Colby Street that more than doubled the number of beds of the former Taconic Street shelter. In 2007, they rescued a woman and her 9 children from losing their home. The family lost its home to foreclosure after the father's passing. The dynamic duo rallied more than 200 volunteers and 100 businesses to participate in Berger's 9 Days for 9 Children project, where they bought the house back, completely renovated it, and gave it back to the family fully furnished. They still remain involved and active with the family today. Between the two of them, they have served or continue to serve on the boards of Alphon Youth Center, Mid-Maine Homeless Shelter, Mount Mercy Academy, and do weekly volunteering at Maine General Hospital, school field trips, soup kitchens, and food pantries. Now, with an annual budget of $100,000, the Berger-Roy Family Charitable Trust awards gifts to organizations with a primary focus on supporting underserved children and families, as well as education and performing arts in local schools. They proudly sponsor children at Pine Tree Camps, provide paint grants to refresh local schools, and are lead sponsors of the AYC Charity Ball, are sponsors of the Family Room at the Mid-Maine Homeless Shelter, provide smart boards for classrooms and laptops for teachers, and contribute to a variety of other causes, continuously looking for ways to give back. Tom Davis of I Ready to Party claims Michael and Brent do all they do for the communities they serve, not for their personal recognition, but more importantly, to try to help others have a better life. Please join us in recognizing the 2016 Distinguished Community Service Award recipients, Brent Berger and Michael Roy.
we don't do this, the work that we do to get recognition. We try to stay low key and behind the scenes. We believe that we have been given much, and it is our accountability to give back. So that's why we do it. And we thank our family and our friends. We thank our employees. And most importantly, we thank our customers, because it's our customers who support us in our local businesses that afford us the opportunity to share the good fortune that we have gained to be able to do the philanthropic work that we do and support primarily underserved families and children. So we thank all of you for what you do for the community. We appreciate anything that anybody can give. And we believe everybody has something to give. And it might not be money. It might be time. It might be a chat with someone. It might be making cookies or bringing some soup over. But we challenge you, and we challenge you to challenge others to think about what you can do in the most minute way to the most significant way to help people around you and make a difference in their lives. Thank you all for your support.
So this concludes our event for this evening. I would like to invite you to stick around if you'd like to continue to network and chat with your neighbors and congratulate our award winners this evening. We still have food out back and 2 bars open on either side. I want to thank our bartenders for being here tonight, for volunteering for our event. Thank you for your help. And last but not least, I want to thank the Mid-Maine Chamber Board of Directors, volunteers, and staff, and most importantly to you, our chamber members and steadfast supporters and directors. Remember, we have a board meeting at 7:30 tomorrow morning. It wasn't very good planning. Anyway, thank you again for being here. Please drive safely.